Greetings, lovely people. Right, first of all, I have been moaned at because I am using a useless camera, but it is a very old phone that I was using. Yes, I know I should be using a proper video camera. I'm lazy, I can't be bothered. I will at some point when I ever have time, i.e. never. So I'm using a slightly different camera, which may or may not be better quality, and you will notice I'm now in a magnificent cupboard. I mean, recording studio. It's a cupboard. And you will also notice I'm struggling with actually paying attention to this little thing here, which is in fact the camera. So I'm looking at the screen and not looking at you, which is pretty bad. So this is really a video for my level 3 students for controlling systems. This is kind of an intro to control systems, particularly about P1, regarding different types of control system. Effectively got 4 different types of control system. There's command systems, programmable systems, sensing systems, and conditional systems. Some of them may seem a little bit similar, but there is an important distinction between them. Command systems are basically like a remote control. So there's something that is programmed so that if you give it a particular input, say with buttons or a controller or something like that, then it gives a specific output that then causes things. So ideal, like sort of controller for a drone, for example, is an example of command system. Programmable systems, these are systems that are programmed to follow set routines. Okay, so you tell them to follow a particular routine and then they follow that set routine. Perfect example is a washing machine. Washing machines more modern ones can have some kind of intelligence. They have sensors feeding back into them, but mainly what they have is they have programs that follow specific rules. So they'll wash for a certain time, they'll spin for a certain time, etc., etc. A sensing system has external sensors. It receives feedback back from those sensors and then it reacts accordingly. Example, thermostat. So house thermostat, set temperature. If the temperature goes too high, it turns off. If the temperature goes too low, it turns on. All right. So there's some kind of conditional rules there, but it revolves around this idea that it's receiving input from sensors. Okay. Finally, we have conditional systems. So conditional systems are ones that have some kind of basic decision making in them. So they have the ability to receive inputs or react to a program, and then they make a decision based on that program. So they could have multiple decisions that they make. Now, the types of system are very much dependent on what they're for, because as you will notice, there is a lot of crossover. A washing machine has got sensors, temperature sensors, door sensors, and so on. So technically could be considered a sensing system. However, part of it is a command system. More advanced systems, like, I know it sounds weird, like a washing machine, you've got effectively 2 different command systems or control systems running. You've got the command system, the programmable system running the actual wash, and then you've got the sensing system inputting into that wash. You could also argue that there's a conditional system there to make decisions about whether to turn on, turn off, raise the temperature, etc., etc. Right? If you're doing P1, very, very important, use examples. Best way to do it, use an example and explain that, for example, a washing machine could be considered a programmable system in that particular sense. Okay, so I hope that helps. Little bit of video on P1, rushing to get it finished before we get to the 5-minute mark, and I've just about